hello guys, welcome back to 2020 edition of Woke Movies Do Not Sell. And yeah, despite what the 5 people on Twitter will say and the Razzies will say, they got over the Razzies in the past, they're basically, saying that Rambo Last Blood is one of the worst movies of the year. And yes, it is beating all of the woke movies. It is beating all of the woke movies. All of the woke piles of trashes that the critics called a masterpiece and said you had to see it or else you the B word. It just seems that the movies that people want to see are selling better than the movies that the 5 people on Twitter want to see, okay? So, let's see what Rambo Last Blood sold more copies then. It beat Men in Black International, which, due to 5 people on Twitter, it didn't get any Razzies because, of course, Men in Black International is a feminist movie, of course. And yeah, it's just funny that Rambo Last Blood has beaten Men in Black International. It also has beaten the very, very ultra-woke Us, which is a movie. Us was a movie that the critics kept saying was a masterpiece, that you had to see Us. The movie made way less money than both Angel Has Fallen. No, it made way more money than Angel Has Fallen, which barely made like $70 million. Arena Battle Angel made $85 million, and Rambo Last Blood made $45 million. And all 3 of those movies destroyed Us. Us sold worse than Peppermint. Us, let's think about that. Us barely outsold the Angry Birds movie 2. Barely outsold the Angry Birds movie 2, and that only grossed $41 million. But you know what the critics gave Us? They called Us a masterpiece. They said that you had to see Us. But seeing that the general audience, all the normies and all the normal people, didn't want to see Us, didn't care for Us. And people say, but it's on streaming, so of course. But yeah, that's a big argument they use. It's always streaming. When these woke movies never sell, okay? No one's gonna buy Us because Us is a pile of trash movie, okay? And if you look at a movie like Us, it's just not selling. No one's watching Us, okay? Us just dropped off. And let's look at Alita Battle Angel sales for a second, okay? Alita's Blu-ray sales nearly outsold Us in 1 week. 1 week! And in Us, that's the total amount of sales sold. Alita Battle Angel in 1 week nearly on Blu-ray, defeated Us, which was a movie that grossed $170 million at the box office. Okay? Then we look at Captain Marvel, okay? I said earlier, I made a video called earlier, it said Captain Marvel is selling worse than Justice League. Because it is. Justice League sold more copies than Captain Marvel. Okay? It sold more copies than Captain Marvel. But because the Captain Marvel had the Disney logo, because it had the Disney logo and the Disney cover, it made $1 billion. Okay? But again, Justice League still beat Captain Marvel. It's including this year as well. Okay? But Justice League still is sold more copies than Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel, a movie that made $454 million and $1 billion. And you have Justice League, a movie that many people didn't like, still be selling more than Captain Marvel. That can tell you how, quote-unquote beloved Captain Marvel really is. How beloved this character really is. Okay? When you look at Black Panther, for example, okay? I don't like the movie, but a lot of people like the movie. A lot of people like the Black Panther movie. And guess what? It sold 4.4 million copies. Because people, unlike Captain Marvel, but there are people out there who actually like Black Panther and actually thought it was a really good movie. And it was up there with the rest of the Marvel movies. Not the same with Captain Marvel. Okay? I might be comparing Captain Marvel to Alita at this point. I'm comparing it to Justice League on Blu-ray. Because Captain Marvel is doing that poorly. It's selling worse than Justice League. Okay? Justice League sold more copies than Captain Marvel. Aquaman sold more copies than Captain Marvel, and they sold around the same amount of money. Far From Home, that came out earlier than Captain Marvel. It's Spider-Man Far From Home will probably sell way more copies in 2020. But still, it's just so hilarious that they said Captain Marvel was a masterpiece because Captain Marvel was the greatest Marvel movie of all time according to Twitter. But no, who came out to go buy it? The 5 people on Twitter? Who did? 2 point. It's less than Justice League. It's still less than Justice League, and that's the funny part. That's the hilarious part right there. It still sold less copies than Justice League. Okay, less copies than Justice League. And now let's look at movies like Booksmart. And for example, Booksmart. Booksmart is not even on here, and they called Booksmart. Okay, they called Booksmart a masterpiece. Okay, they called Booksmart a masterpiece. Okay, they called Booksmart a masterpiece. Okay, they said still you look up comedy movies or funny movies. Guess this movie first shows up? Booksmart, a movie that no one went to see. Okay. Oh, it's nice, 1% on Rotten Tomatoes. Guess what it is? Booksmart is nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. It just seems that no one wants to see Booksmart because the movie is a pile of crap. Okay? The movie's a pile of crap. That's what it really is. Okay? Okay? It got outsold by the Hellboy remake. Okay? Hellboy remake sold more copies than Booksmart. That's gonna tell you something about these woke movies. Okay? And we're not even into it, and we haven't gotten to 2020 so far, and Joker is destroying Dark Fate, okay? Dark Fate is selling around the same amount of copies as Zombieland Double Tap, which is another niche movie. The fact that these woke movies are selling worse than movies of very niche audiences, with more niche audiences, is just absolutely showing that they don't sell, okay? It's just showing that no one cares about woke movies, and they're just completely failing. One after another, okay? Completely, absolutely failing, okay? Even the Dumbo remake. The Dumbo remake still got outsold by Venom, okay? Still got outsold by Venom in this year alone, okay? And let's not forget what happens when you listen to fans. You have movies like Godzilla King of Monsters being out Mary Poppins, which had the Disney logo and the Disney cover behind it. Same thing with Dumbo, okay? But Godzilla is selling pretty well. Sold pretty well. Okay, Angel Has Fallen, which according to a certain YouTube channel is he mistaken it for the sequel to Alita, even though it's the even though if you have seen the movie, you know why the title is called Angel Has Fallen. But yeah, the movie has sold 851,000 copies. But guess what the intelligent critics had to say about it? Oh, it's a bad movie. It's a bad movie. You should never see it because it's bad. It's unreasonable, okay? This is the score. The movie gotten. Oh, that's a scary score. But the movie still made money. It still won. Okay, it's the final entry in the series, but it still made money. It still made like $80 million in its budget compared to its budget. And it's actually a pretty good... it's also the most popular movie on Netflix because it's a good action movie. That's why. Okay, it's outselling Men in Black International, a movie that they kept saying, "Oh, it's so woke, you have to see it." I saw it and I was like, really, and yeah, and I never saw it again. But Rambo Last Blood, another movie. Okay, this movie, Rambo Last Blood, won 2 Razzies, but it still sold 1 million copies. It sold more copies than us, okay? Rambo 5, or Rambo Last Blood, sold more copies than us. And the critics hated the movie for the stupidest reasons ever, okay? The critics absolutely hated the movie for the stupidest reasons ever, because... they have the minorities as villains. No, unreasonable, okay? It's just absolutely ridiculous. They hate the movie for the stupidest reasons ever, okay? But guess what? The movie, and this is of course, including next year, including 2020 sales, because the movie released at the end of the year, the movie sold 1 million within a month, like Joker did, okay? Joker, already, within less than a month, has passed 1 million copies, okay? Joker is the #1 movie of 2020 on Blu-ray, and 2020, and January is a very slow month for Blu-ray because everybody bought everything, okay? And Joker is already the top movie, okay? Already the top movie, and guess what? Guess what Hustlers is? Oh, Hustlers It's just not selling. Hustlers has sold worse than The White House. A movie that no one has heard of before. And Hustlers made $100 million world domestically. Let's not forget that movie made $100 million domestically, okay? If we're going by logic here, Hustlers sold more copies than The Read About Angel. Just based out the math. Same thing of Us. But, again, people don't like Hustlers. People do not care for Us, okay? Just because the movie makes money on theater doesn't mean it'll sell. And that's the whole point of Blu-ray and digital sales, which they don't include digital sales here. Buying movies, not, streaming. Which digital sales means buying movies on, like, YouTube or Google Play and stuff. But, again, those movies don't sell either, okay? Those movies do not sell either, okay? People, and of course they can say, but normally just want to watch action movies. That's why, okay? Normally just want to watch action movies, okay? That's why you have movies like, but then explain why Bohemian Rhapsody is at number 3. Or explain to me why A Star Is Born sold 2 million copies, okay? Not everybody is going to want to watch action movies, okay? Of course I like watching action movies. That's one of my favorite movie genres besides sci-fi, which is another one. But again, it's just absolutely ridiculous that these woke movies just don't sell. And we all know that's why they're not selling, okay? They're not selling because they're woke garbage, okay? They're woke trash that no one wants to see, okay? No one say, oh yeah, let's go see the masterpiece that is Us, that the critics call a masterpiece. And it's just, I think this is just proof that the critics are just absolutely losing in this one. Oh yeah, do you know Us sold less copies than Peppermint? It's actually showing right here, but yeah, the movie was treated exactly like Rambo Last Blood, okay? The movie was okay. It wasn't an amazing movie, but I don't understand the 17% score that the stupid critics gave it, because the same reason they say gave Rambo Last Blood that score, okay? But you know what score Us got? Okay, you know what score Us got? And I think I'm not gonna count Parasite, because that's gonna, that's not before the Oscars came out, and that's for Us is not Us. Parasite is a very niche movie. Guess what score Us got? 93%. Okay, 93% is doing worse than a movie that only got like 17%. Okay, and if we include Peppermint sales from last year, it's like the same amount. I think around 400,000. I think the movie sold like 700,000 copies. I think. And the movie that's defeated defeated Us, okay? Defeated Us at the sales, okay? It just seems that everything woke just does not sell anymore. It just does not. It's just the truth right there. Us, no one bought that, okay? No one is gonna say, oh yeah, Us, an amazing movie that everyone has to see, okay? Not many people are saying Us is an amazing movie, okay? Us has mixed reception, and let's not forget Booksmart, the movie that they called a masterpiece, but no one went to go see it. Okay, they're expected to become a cult classic, and it's not even listed as a cult classic. The only ones that are saying it's a masterpiece is the critics, because no one in their right mind is going to see a movie about straight of a bunch of woke Tumblr jokes throughout the whole movie. Okay, and if you look at how poorly Booksmart did the worst, okay? Booksmart did absolutely abysmal, okay? Absolutely abysmal, okay? This is the amount of money Booksmart made on Blu-ray, okay? The amount of money this movie made on Blu-ray is just laughable at best, okay? It only sold 28,000 copies and 20,000 copies on its first week. And it died right afterwards, because no one is gonna watch Booksmart. No one went to go see these woke movies, and yeah, it's just so many, and I can't wait till movies like Charlie's Angels comes out and see those movies just absolutely just die on Blu-ray, or when Birds of Prey comes out, okay, or Black Christmas, okay, these woke movies that the critics call and also Gretel and Hansel, all these movies that critics call masterpieces, but they really are not. They really are not the greatest movies of all time, like Booksmart, okay, And yeah, it's just absolutely ridiculous. I don't think I'm not expecting Parasite to cost $1 million. Parasite's if it didn't get Best Picture, I think it will have sold. It's still better than most foreign movies, but it will sold like 200,000 copies. Because Parasite is really one of those cult classic niche movies. It really is. It's one of those cult classic niche movies. If it wasn't for the, getting best picture, I think it would have stayed one of those cult classic niche movies that have came out, okay? So yeah. Tornado Dark Fate is an absolute failure on Blu-ray. No one's buying it, okay? The fact that it's selling worse than Zombieland is it's just so funny, okay? And Zombieland came out a week before Dark Fate. And Dark Fate is just not selling at all because nobody wants to see Dark Fate because Dark Fate is garbage. It's a waste of money. And the movie, Hustlers and Us, they're not even on here. They're not even on here. You see movies on here that have sold really well last year. Okay, we have movies like, Endgame. There's Aladdin. Parasite's on here. That came out this year. The Lion King came out last year. Pikachu came out last year. Pets 2. The rest of it is on here because of the Rise of Skywalker. Jumanji and Welcome to the Jungle is still selling pretty well. Well, this probably continue selling pretty well. Bohemian Rhapsody, Scary Stories, Telling the Dark, that's selling pretty well as well. The Peanut Butter Falcon, Godzilla, movies that people actually want to see. That's a new movie. Even Peppermint. Even fucking Peppermint is selling better than Us, okay, this year. Even that movie is still selling, okay? Wonder Woman, It, Good Boys, Moana's still selling. Hidden Figures, Coco. I'm surprised Hidden Figures still selling. That's a semi-woke movie. It's based off like a true story, so the other Aladdin, Mary Poppins, Yesterday is still selling. Crawl, The Equalizer 2, The Mule was now at 1 million copies. That is not a woke movie at all. And yeah, you can see here on here I can also do only Blu-rays as well. And you're not gonna see these woke movies on here at all, okay? You can go here, London Has Fallen, Zombieland, Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, the Angry Birds movie is on the list. And yeah, you have all these non-woke movies selling, okay? All these non-woke movies selling. And all the woke movies, they're not even here. They just don't even exist. Okay? Hustlers is not going to stay in the top 100 for long once all the movies start coming out, okay? Hustlers is not going to be on there because no one's going to be buying Hustlers, okay? Hustlers is not the first choice for anyone, okay? Hustlers just dropped out of the Blu-ray charts. No one's buying that anywhere, okay? And that movie's just saying that on shelves and no one's buying it, okay? You have, all these movies coming out and all the woke movies just do not sell. They are not selling at all. At all. Captain Marvel was not even on the list at all, and that's not selling anymore. Captain Marvel's not selling either. No one's buying Captain Marvel, and I think that, and the woke movies are basically on decline. That's basically it. Goodbye.